Here we go with the Tri-State Audi Knicks postgame show. Kemba Walker makes his return to Charlotte, scored 17 of his season-high 26 in the first quarter. Knicks starters started the game well, but in the third quarter, the Knicks starters were outscored 29-11. Terry Rozier had 18. Knicks bench again leading a comeback. Obi Toppin dunking it. Knicks up 2 with 5:17 to go, but Charlotte outscored the Knicks 13-3 the rest of the way, and Charlotte beats the Knicks tonight. Final score 104-96. Great to have you with us, everybody, from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito, Alan Hahn, Wallace Zerbiak. All right, guys, the Knicks starters started well, but Wally, in that third quarter, they were completely blown off the court. As we saw the other night, Knicks bench gets the guys back into it. Then down the stretch, Tom Thibodeau goes back to Randall, Walker, and R.J. Barrett, and the Knicks lost the lead again.
I don't question the move to go back to your starters. You have to show trust in your starters. The bench, obviously, they can't play the whole entire fourth quarter. They got them back in the game. Then when the starters come back in for Charlotte, that's when you have to go by matchups. And matchups are key in the NBA. And the bottom line is, Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett shot a combined 5 for 24 and got destroyed in their matchups. Gordon Hayward completely outplayed R.J. Barrett. That was my matchup to watch. And Miles Bridges completely outplayed Julius Randle. That's the game right there. You can't ask your bench to close a game against other NBA starting units. The reason why the bench is so good, let me clarify everything out there, is because they play against opposing teams' benches for the most part. If you put that bench unit in the starting five to start a game, they would not have the success that they're having right now. It's because of who they're playing against. So you have to watch matchups. Obviously, Randall's got to go up against Bridges and outplay him because he's a second-team All-NBA player and an All-Star, and he didn't do that tonight. And R.J. Barrett got outplayed by the veteran Gordon Hayward. That was the difference in the ball game, those two matchups.
Yeah, and I think, you know, where I'll piggyback off that is, okay, it gets to a point where it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you're Tom Thibodeau, this group's playing well, I can let them finish it, but we did that the other night and they ran out of gas. So let me go back to the starters. But the question, of course, is when your bench now, this is several games, is giving you this kind of an effort where you see how the ball moves, the effort's there, the energy's there, all the things you need to win a game. When you're on the bench as a starter and you know that you had a terrible third quarter and gave the game away, there's a bit of pride inside you that has to say, when we get back in this game, we feed off what they just gave us.
Was thinking. Exactly.
And he's thinking, you see what these guys are doing? Yeah. Get in there and do that.
Do your job.
Didn't happen. And
do your job.
And when Obi stepped out of the game, it just made me think, like, God, he's just giving you everything. He's all over the court. That's a tough one, but it's Julius Randle. It's your star player. What are you supposed to leave him on the bench? I completely understand, but it's worth questioning just because of the result. Now, let's point out the bigger issue also. What's going on at halftime? Because this is now 4 straight games, and the Knicks are now minus 46 in the third quarter in their last 4 games. Do the math. That's a bad per-game average. That's a problem.
In one quarter.
And this is too good a coaching staff to say they're not preparing them. There's something else going on.
They started
they come out the second half.
Again, worth repeating, the Knicks got off to a great start. They had a 16-point lead in the first half, mainly because of the way the starters started the game.
Kemba had 17 in
well,
the first
it's Kemba,
quarter.
really. Kemba was the reason that the starters go off to a good start.
And
He was lights out.
It's an outlier of first quarter.
He was lights
That's
out.
the thing. As a player, okay, Kemba's got to go in this quarter. Let me do some other stuff to help our team. Let me play some defense. Let me get some rebounds. Let me play with some energy. Okay, now the third quarter, it's my time if I'm Randall and Barrett to step up because Kemba can't do it again. You know what I mean? So let me step up. This is my time to shine. Fournier, where was he in the third quarter? You know, you have to complement your units, and you have to identify as a player, okay, if someone in my 5-man unit has it going, let's milk the hot hand. Let's get him the rock. Let's have him go for a 17-point quarter. Then in the third quarter, let's get someone else going. It doesn't have to be Kemba Walker again. If it is, great.
Let's exploit
But it's tough for him to do it again because obviously the other team's going to adjust and they're going to shut down Kemba Walker. So let's get someone else going in that third quarter. That's what this starting unit, there's just something not connected yet between all the guys. You have a lot of alphas out there. You have Fournier, who's been a 20-point per game scorer. Kemba's been a best player on his team. Obviously, Julius Randle is the face of the franchise, and R.J. Barrett is trying to be the face of the franchise. So there's a lot of egos in that first unit.
Yeah.
They're going to have to check their egos at the door, start doing what's best for the team, and figure out a way to play better as a unit.
And I find it interesting, too, that remember in the previous game when you're saying it takes time, well, Tibbs is saying 10 games leads to 20, 20 leads to 30. Next thing you know, the season's over. That's BS. So it's not like he's looking at it thinking, all right, this is going to take some time. I sense a lot of impatience with this starting five because when you see the bench unit, you see how hard they play and what they do, you know it can be done.
All right, guys, let's look at that third quarter. Again, the Knicks starters in that third quarter, Wally and Allen outscored by 18 points at 29-11.
It was 10-1 in a blink of an eye. 10-1 to start the quarter.
9-point lead was gone.
And there's your
minutes.
Look right there. RJ gets beat off the
fell
dribble.
asleep.
RJ gets beat off the dribble. That's twice. Something's going on with him physically because he's not normally a guy that is not giving you 110%. But you just saw that the Hornets come off a long road trip, Wally, right? They come home and they start out slow. That can happen. But you let them hang around. You know, obviously this is the third quarter we're showing. The second quarter, the Knicks fouled 10 times, too much, sent them to the line, and allowed it to become more of a game. It was a 16-point lead, and at the half, it was a 9-point game. So we're really starting in the second quarter with too much fouling and allowing the Hornets, who couldn't make a shot from anywhere, to at least get some points. Then they come out in the half. They come out at home with a lot more gusto, and the Knicks so much softer than they did start the game. In a blink, it was a 10-1 run.
No, it's interesting. We've talked a lot, especially the pregame, about the Knicks' problems defending the three. Charlotte leads the league in three-point shooting percentage, and tonight they only won 10 out of 36.
Yeah,
but they started the game 1 for 13.
Right.
Okay, but the point is that really wasn't the problem tonight.
Yeah, well, when you plug one hole, there's another problem. I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is when you're on the road, you have to match the other team's intensity. That building got crazy. Mm-hmm. Guys were playing hard. Gordon Hayward's he's been injured his whole career. He's going after every loose ball. That guy plays hard. Do you think the Knicks were matching that intensity?
Starters weren't.
Nope. But the bench was.
Yes.
Obi Toppin was.
Yep.
That guy was sacrificing his body, going for loose balls. Quickly was diving all over the place, making big shots, getting lost in the game, not just thinking. You have to play basketball with your instincts and your reactions. And right now, that starting unit, they're thinking way too much.
All right, take us down the stretch.
Well, I mean, again, it was 90. What was it? Knicks were up 93-91.
5 minutes to go.
With 5 minutes to go. Derrick Rose didn't play a ton in this game, but as usual, when they needed him to make plays, he did. Look at this dunk here by Obi Toppin. Oh, my goodness, right in front of Michael Jordan, too, Jordan Brand guy. And, of course, Miles Bridges says, I can do that, too.
Whose was better?
They're both pretty much the same dunks.
Right.
But that dunk by Obi put the Knicks up by 2. And Kelly Oubre hits a couple of threes, blows a kiss, smiles and everything.
I mean,
and
does that not make you really angry?
Randall comes in the game, and you see the spin there, and he scores right off of Julius Randle. The Knicks do not score. What was it, Bill?
That cut it to 3.
3 points the Knicks scored. Right, but 3 points the Knicks scored.
They're up 93-91, outscored 13-3.
Yeah, and a lot of these baskets was Bridges just attacking the basket, just making plays. This is a terrible inbound pass. It did not make any sense at all. That pass, just not smart plays, a lack of chemistry with a lot of the main players and star players, and you could just see, Wally, is it as easy to say as they just lack a feel together? Like, it just looks disconnected, and early on, it looked like they had a connection. Like the first couple of games, Julius Randle finding Fournier, kind of making his, like, you're becoming my favorite target, that kind of stuff. Like, all of that's gone. And Barrett doesn't have the same energy level he had when he went 4 games averaging 20, D'ing up guys. His body language looks like a guy that is lacking some pop in his legs or something. But it's hard to imagine that they went from a 5-man unit that looked like they had potential to be a high-scoring team to 5 guys that look like they have no idea how to play together.
It's intimidating when your bench is dominating the way they are dominating. I can tell you.
What does practice look like?
All right. Is the bench dominating the starters in practice too? Because as a starter, you're playing, and the bench, we've been talking about it all season. They're one of the best benches in the league, and it kind of is flipped upside down right now, and the starters can't figure out a way to get it right. But nobody's going to do it for them. They have to go out there. This is the beauty of sports. They have to figure it out themselves. They have to play harder. They have to come together as a unit, and they have to perform better. That's just the bottom line in sports. There's nowhere to hide. When you're not playing well, you can't hide from it. You just got to figure out a way to correct it.
All right, Knicks now 7-6. Next 3 games are at home, where they've struggled. Hopefully next week they can turn things around.